Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tanny Chovy.
How do you feel to answer the questions that this was the best weekend of your life, minus the fantasy loss?
You know, I don't really know. It's probably been one of the best, and I don't know how often it'll happen. I guess I look forward to having more of them, but you never know at this point. I think I might have all thrown my baskets in one egg this weekend.
Other way around.
Players are complaining that your priorities were out of whack. You were more worried about your dating game than the league. Comments?
You know, we had a good fight this weekend. You know, only going down by 10. Our mishaps were earlier in the week. You know, without the distractions of the weekend looking forward. So that's not to blame. It's just mismanagement. Could have played Chandler one night, and that would have sealed the deal for us. But it just was mismanagement this week. When it's the appropriate poon, you know, I mean, when you're walking around averaging, you know, 17, 18 out of 20 on the weekend, you know, I mean, we're getting 9s, 8s and 9s on the daily for the weekend,
So
and
one more comment.
it was kind of just one.
Pussy over everything in the right context.
In the right context, yeah.
If this were fantasy baseball, what base would you say you got to this weekend?
We'll go ahead and leave that one undisclosed, maybe behind the scenes.
Was this weekend better or worse than when you were down in Mexico and spent those 4 days with the swimsuit models while they were doing their shoot?
Pros and cons for each. Definitely a lot more skin was shown this weekend. So we'll look forward to the standpoint of, you know, there's just pros and cons of hanging out with the swimsuit models. I didn't put T Rich on the line, you know, this week, and I think if you put her on the line, anyone's gonna go ahead and bring everything they've got for the week. You know, I maybe send up some creatine Q's way and kind of give him a little nice few day bribe before he actually starts going. That he's got a good squad. You know, hopefully Pau can settle down, and we've got the brother bash this week between the Gasols and then throwing in Dirk. Hopefully the German can slow down a little bit.
How do you feel that rumor just came out? T. Rich used to be a man.
We root for it. That you know, our boy Forsberg would actually, you know, swing that way. I guess it's him and Channing Tatum that they kind of roll with that. We'll go in the middle.
Can I just elicit an opinion real quick about another owner? So Steve Forsberg, owner of the Richmond City Lost Boys, would you say he has more of a sexual attraction to Taylor Richmond or Timmy Glenn? I mean, is there any preference in his opinion?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's sixes. I've never met a love for both. You know, Tim's got a huge man crush on Tim. Excuse me, Steve's got a huge man crush on Tim. But I also think he'd take a bullet for T. Rich. It's a little creepy of the things that he says without, you know, the lack of their friendship. We've just continued to put wins up on the board. You know, this last 2 weeks we've played good teams. We do have wins up on the board. Unlike, we won't name that team or the owner, but they pretty much just suck.
That's what I meant, overachievement.
And no, there's definitely not been overachievement on our end. If anything, there's been underachievement, especially from the looks of what that owner could have done with his team. We look forward to picking up some more wins here.
In your opinion,
maybe his IQ, but you know, Brute can bring it. He can bang. When you're the fat man in the post, you know, you really can kind of bang with a bunch of skinny boys that we've got. You know, but 80 Dunn is still a bum. We don't, you know, anyone can beat Brute with Westbrook and Monte on their team. You know, I'm pretty sure I could have played 3 or 4 guys the entire week and come up with a W.
Marauders with Derek Rose, Nene, Carmelo.
Okay, we've already admitted that you have injuries, all right?
I heard you bitching. Okay, we're done.
Hey, you're off your soapbox, all right?
Go ahead and push
you wanna get thrown out
put
of
the
press corps?
put the
You
fishing
wanna get
pole
thrown out?
away. Put the fishing pole away. No need for it.
Hey, everyone done with questions? All right. Hey.
One more
Oh,
up
one more up
front.
front.
After a 129-point last day of the week, and still coming up short. How does that feel? How's that?
It comes back to earlier, mismanagement. We just go back to the books of looking to see what we can do and improve. I've kind of gone away from the strategy of the expendables, and maybe we'll look back into that of getting rid of the 3 or 4 guys each week, each day, and using all 7 of those moves that you're allowed during the week, and see if we can't get back up to the top. Still first in the West. Look forward to staying there and making the playoffs and giving everyone a run for their money.
All right, everybody, Tanner Toby.
First in the West, first in our hearts. Saturday we came.